Welcome back to YouTube with the Boys. I'm Mac, and guess what? It is not another solo boy podcast. We actually have Chance here today.
Hello. It is I.
Hopefully Grant will be here next week. Maybe, maybe not. But now you know I'm not making these people up. They're actually back. Okay, so I wanted to start talking about today. So I've talked about a few other Click channels. I've talked about Craze reaction content. I've mentioned Liv a few times and how she's very funny. But now I think we're going to get to me and Chance's both personal favorite in Click, which is Bazza Gazza. So I think I first got into Bazza like you got him to him first. When did you start watching Baz?
I would say about 3 years ago when I was looking at Overwatch videos because I wanted to get the game.
Yeah, that's what I was thinking about too, like around them. Did you find music first or Baz? Because generally, sometimes.
I think I actually found Baz first. And
there we go. I think I probably found Baz first too because you showed him to me.
Yeah, I showed you that.
Generally, music is most looked on first, then you find the hidden gem that is Baz.
The hidden gem that is Bazza.
Yeah. So Baz, he was mainly an Overwatch channel. I mean, it looks like he started with Counter-Strike, but then quickly moved into Overwatch. I think his first few videos were Counter-Strike. But then basically he caught on to Overwatch when it was like really popular, and he was just good at the game and funny. That's pretty much.
Yeah.
But he has a different style than I would say most YouTubers. So I don't know, Chance, if you've heard about this amazing scale I've made. It is the three types of gaming YouTubers. You got relies just on bits and funniness, which I attributed to like a laser beam type person.
Yeah, definitely.
You got kind of like the middle, which is kind of good at the game, and but like still tries to use like meme stretch, which I made music. I'm just trying to do popular people here. And then I did just relies on his greatness of the game, which is I put like fresh there. Like that's how it works. Yeah. So I would say Baz probably fits into that middle category of like funny and good.
Yeah, I would agree with that. Most definitely.
Because he's definitely like popped off a few times, but I would say like people mostly come for like his bits,
Yeah, they mostly come for his humor. Mostly he's Australian, and they're always...
Wow, a different accent? Exactly. Such a great video. No, but he definitely knows how to play off people very well. Especially with even like in every video he does, no matter who he has on, I think he's able, if he's like in the zone per se, he's able to kind of like constantly just make funnies, as he says.
Yeah.
And all the recent Overwatch videos with he plays with Tierden, if he's another Overwatch streamer who just goes, no, we're doing it for the funnies. This is one of the funnies. But yeah, he's really good. So he got into this group for a while, which I think helped his popularity of like, he had a really good banter with Tierden, Muselk, and then Zilbrad from time to time. And that's kind of where his Overwatch videos lied.
Yeah.
When did you first like him, Chance? For that,
I liked him from the beginning. I just always thought he was just hysterical.
Is that what like pulled you in? Were you like, oh, like this guy's good, or like this just funny?
It wasn't like this guy's good because like Overwatch has been a game that I've loved playing even like, now. I still love playing it every
I
now
don't.
and then. Yeah, well, that's I don't know, but it's just he was like the person that kind of introduced me to it, so I kind of stuck with him because I thought it was funny and it just kind of showed me what about the game and new stuff to try.
Mm-hmm. I would say like one of the very pros to Baz, I would say he cares about his videos and at least the quality of them like 10 times more than almost anyone else I've ever seen.
Oh yeah,
because like
he puts a lot of work into his videos. It's like with the tracking of like
the subtitles.
Yeah, the subtitle. I couldn't think of what it was for a second, but the subtitle of like people on top of somebody's head and stuff.
So basically what we're referencing is he constantly does subtitles over like different in-game people and his friends, but like he does them all different colors, like makes them big. That's kind of what a lot of his editing style comes from. And it looks like it's just a nightmare probably to edit.
Oh, I've seen like his editing clips. Like he's like showing a picture of it. There's so much on there.
And it just like you respect it a lot. Like obviously, like any creator definitely, even if they release every day, like I think they try to put like I'll use an example like Jacksepticeye. He tries to put his heart and soul into every video, I would say.
Yeah.
But I think Baz is probably more of a perfectionist in the sense that he's like, no, like this has to be perfect.
Yeah, like this funny has to be perfectly set up.
It's almost
perfectly.
like a highlight montage of like interactions within one video. Because I swear, like I'm on his Discord and I'll see him like I used to check in more like when he was like regularly streaming, and I'd be like, wow, like man, he's on Overwatch like a lot now, and then you'd get like 4 months later, you get one video, and you'd be like, how? Like,
like I'm looking at his channel right now. There was a huge just gap from Overwatch for like about a year, basically.
That would.
Unfortunately, he played Fortnite.
But what the thing about Baz is like, he doesn't like Fortnite. He's said it multiple times. He played it because his friends did. Yeah. But even his Fortnite videos were really good.
Yeah. Like, he puts a lot of work into what he does.
He's a very good sarcastic commentary. So, like, what he'll do is, like, if you have, like, someone, like, trying really enthusiastic about something, he'll pretty much just kind of tear him down.
Yeah, he'll just act so incredibly bored about it.
And I think that his like the work he does put in is definitely like it's a strength, but it's also a weakness. Because I mean, every few months you have his video saying, "Oh, sorry, I haven't uploaded for a while." I remember like one of the first videos I watched, he was like future editing Baz, like beating up old Baz for not uploading, and then like the same thing happened for the next 5 months. But I think that he's probably in a better place, it seems, now.
Yeah. I think him being in Click kind of also just stalled him from making videos, because he had to make the Click videos as well and everything.
I think they talked about that a little bit on the All In podcast, if you have ever listened to that. That's the one with Cray and Fruity. I highly recommend that one. But it seems for now that he's pretty much stopped streaming regularly. He was actually the reason I started watching Twitch. I was like, oh my god, he streams, like, because you never get content from it. Like, it would be like once every 3 months. He'd be like, what? Like, he's doing something right now.
Last stream?
I was like, but I can get him to say my name.
I remember the first time I subbed to him and he said my name.
Yeah, I subbed to him first. Screw you.
Okay, well, you were the one that found out he's streaming first, but I found him. So, who's the real winner here?
I think me. But I think he stopped, but it seems like, especially with what Creator has talked about, who's seems really close friends with Baz. A lot of his videos are with Cray. And he's talking about, like, Baz just isn't, he's a good streamer, but he doesn't have the skill set to be a streamer, if that makes sense. Like, that's not where he excels at.
Like, he excels at making videos.
Yeah. He does have an editor now, though, so I think that has a little bit of a faster pace. I would probably say it looks like he still does the brunt, though, from what I've seen.
Well, like, his last 4 videos have been within a week of each other. Like, so it's 1 week, 2 weeks, 3 weeks, then a month ago. But
maybe he gives, like, the editor, like, sift through all of this to find these moments, and then I'll edit, like, all of this.
Yeah, probably.
And if you actually look at it, when he first announced he has an editor, I looked at the editor's videos, and they're, like, the dead, like, same style with, like, the subtitles and stuff, and it's funny.
It's good that he finds somebody that is like him, so his content doesn't change.
One of the funniest moments that I remember about Baz is, if you remember, there was a Click video where they went back and they watched, like, their old videos, right? Do you remember that one?
Yeah, I remember that.
Everybody was watching Baz's old videos and like, huh, these are actually these are good. I remember Landon was like, no, I like Bazz's, like they're good. I feel like people forget that he like makes videos.
Well, I mean, because he takes so long to upload is the thing.
He's honestly, I think, a very underappreciated member of Click. I don't know how he's not at 1 million subs yet. I feel so bad for him.
At 944,000.
Dude, it was like, okay, I don't want to be mean here, but I'm gonna be mean. Actually, I'm not gonna be too mean. Actually, okay, I'm gonna take that back. This is not meant to be mean, but like, so Tana, who was Laserbeam's sister, got to 1 million subs before Baz. And I mean, like, she does work hard. She does work hard. And I think she's admitted that part of it was Laserbeam. But it just sucks. It sucks to see that, like, Baz, who's, like, worked for, like, years now, is, like, still, like, Cray has passed him. And now, like, Tana has passed him. And you're like, oh, like that. It just kind of sucks. Yeah. Just looking at it from an outside perspective, especially if like you appreciate that character a lot.
Yeah, like in Baz, like he's put so much effort into like developing his characters overall. Like Stanley's
died. No one cares about
Stanley. Well, he has died, but he put a lot of effort. Stanley.
I think that I'm gonna go on too long because it'll be too boring. Okay, so Chance, I'm gonna bring a topic up because I remembered it. It happened yesterday. So you know who Disguised Toast is, right?
Toast, yeah.
Yeah, okay, so
I believe so.
He obviously, for those who don't know, I've talked about it in the past 2 podcasts. Go listen if you haven't. But he's released a lot of Among Us videos, and they're all doing really well. Him and that kind of like whole offline TV group, like Saikuno is doing amazing. A few others like Scara, a lot of them are getting more views than they have with a lot of Among Us videos, but especially Toast is doing like far better than a lot of people. Like 1 million views on his last, I swear I counted, it was like, it's probably like 16 videos now, which is just like every day, which is an incredible pace.
Yeah, I'm looking at his channel right now.
So
he had a video 2 hours ago and it's already at 280,000 views.
Yeah, so obviously he's doing great. So basically, I see this tweet. You know when you see YouTubers and you're like, oh man, I wish they could have played together.
Yeah.
I've talked about this in the past, especially if you see like someone like liked someone's tweet and you're like, whoa, like they know about each other.
Collab ?
So basically, the most amazing thing happened yesterday where I think it was Toast, Saikuno, Pokey, Scara, and all of them. Actually, they played a lobby with PewDiePie and Jacksepticeye. Which it was yesterday, and I saw it. They tweeted about it like 2 days ago. I was like, what? I was like, no way. Like Toast has, meanwhile, he's been kind of, I think, the driving force within the whole FITV for Among Us, and it was just like a moment you're like, wow, like this is crazy. They're like all these like PewDiePie, biggest individual content creator. Screw you, T-Series, but individual content creator got to play with someone who's just been working really hard, and it was just funny to see, and interesting to see someone actually achieve that goal.
Yeah, and like most of us, like teenagers / 20, I'd say like 4-ish year olds, we all grew up watching PewDiePie for the most part, and it's just nice to see like him going out with people that are like not as more recognized, but people that we still watch, and it's just like the collision of 2 worlds, kind of.
I mean, I'm gonna admit something here. I wasn't subscribed to PewDiePie before the war. I only joined during the war.
But a lot of us were.
Yeah, but like I feel like it's guilty. I mean, like I guess like people who are, it's only like impressive if you're there like under like 100,000 or under 1 million. After that point, everybody's like, okay, like you and the rest.
I was there at probably like 5 million, but
I think I remember when did he get like that like the fist that was the play button?
The Ruby play button? That was 50 million.
I was there like when that happened, and then it just was like wow.
He was at 50 million 1 week, and like 2 seconds later, he was like at 90 million.
Yeah, so I remember. I think I was there around there, but I think he's been doing a good job lately. He's been switching it up a lot. I don't mean to transition to PewDiePie, but we can. He's been doing like some cooking videos and just some like random videos here and there, which I think have been good.
I just feel like he's kind of run out of content. Like, how long has he been on YouTube?
Over 10 years now, I believe.
Yeah, like I feel like he's trying to branch out into other stuff that he might be interested in.
And if anybody could do it, it's him. And he's doing a good job.
Yeah, he's doing a fantastic job.
And he takes days off now, which is kind of funny.
Yeah.
He's like a weekend in the middle of the week. Which just, I don't know. And now his whole thing is like tambourines. Like the way he's changed is like, it's almost like he changes characters every like 2 years.
Oh, yeah.
What was like the one where he just went all raspy voice? Like what year was that?
Raspy, I believe.
A year maybe like that was edgy,
Yeah.
and there was like, a certain bridge, that year.
Certain words said on said bridge.
I think that was like 2017. Maybe.
Yeah, I think.
Does that sound right?
I think so. Yeah.
He's definitely bounced back. I think in a positive manner. Like it seems like he's more true to him at this moment, at least.
Yeah. Like he's more true to who he is as a person. Like before, he might have been doing what he wanted to do, but he was also kind of influenced, kind of by everybody else. But now he's just doing like what he wants to do, and if you guys don't like it, then you don't have to be here. I guess.
Now that he has like the money for the rest of his life, he's like, I just like making videos, so like it or leave.
Yeah, exactly. I mean, it's 106 million subscribers.
Yeah, I mean that's a fair amount.
It's a fair amount, not that much.
Just maybe fair. It's okay.
Yeah, exactly.
It's now 108 million, but
I mean, yeah.
Oh my god, okay, this is like news that happened yesterday. And I don't know if this is just a rumor, but I've seen it trending on Twitter. And I think it was on Drama Alert, but you can't trust Drama Alert, so, But, like, I don't know if you've seen this, but there's been, like, things on trending that Logan Paul is going to fight Floyd Mayweather.
I saw that. And I was like, just stop.
Like, I'm, like, thoroughly confused.
I'm very confused on why Logan thinks he can take on Mayweather.
I'm gonna fully guess it's fake, but if people if it is real, I don't he lost to KSI. He now thinks he can fight the best boxer currently in the world, a man who's never lost.
Yeah,
Like, what? Like, what are they gonna tie his unless they tie Mayweather's arms together or something? I don't see any way that he wins.
Tie Mayweather's arms together.
But even so, I doubt I just don't see Mayweather coming back for that big of a fight, because that's not big
that's not a big fight by his standards.
That's big, that Logan Paul KSI was huge by YouTube standards, a huge event, but boxing standards, that's no money.
It's like a warm up basically for
those who don't know. Floyd Mayweather he's retired now, but he's the best boxer in the world at the moment. He's never lost. I think he's 27-0, and his last few fights he was just making heaps of money. His nickname is Floyd Money Mayweather. I mean, so Chance, who's your money on?
Ooh, it's a close one. Yeah. I think I gotta go with Logan.
No, I could see that. Mavericks rise up from the ashes.
Exactly.
I really could see them.
Exactly.
Maybe what they'll do is they could do a tag team with Logan and Jake. So one of them gets punched in the face, tags the other in. That would be good.
Yeah, maybe both at the same time. One holds his arm back, his arms back.
Dude, he's taken enough punches. I doubt that would still work.
He would not be affected by that, but they would try it.
I'm like, it has to be a rumor because there is no possible way I just don't see that happening.
I bet that Logan wants it to happen, but it's just not going to happen.
Well, I mean, of course, you just get a bunch of money for it, but like,
Yeah, exactly.
you'd get knocked out most likely. But
Yeah, Logan would die.
I, like, you okay? I know you know how to box, but that doesn't make you a boxer.
Yeah,
Oh my!
exactly.
It just there needs to be a line drawn on the sand. Okay, I know that he's like all nice now, but like, I feel like the world has like really moved on from the fact that he filmed a dead body.
How long ago was that?
I remember it pretty clearly. It was like 7th grade, I think, when we were in 7th grade. So
Yeah, that was a while.
4 years ago, 5 years ago, 5 years ago. That sounds right. And it like everybody. Okay, there's a type of scandal where it's like, oh my god, like she made fun of this person for her weight or something like that, or like he like sweared at like a kid or something, and you're like, oh geez, like that's like really bad. But then there's like, yeah, he went looking for a dead body and then filmed an actual fresh dead body. Like there's a line and he is like leagues past it, and like now everybody's like, oh yeah, like I see him on like doing Snapchat like stories and things, like the subscription things, and I see him everywhere, and I'm like, how? Like, what do you mean?
Yeah. It was 2018.
I swear, it's like for like some figures, they'll do like the slightest thing, and the internet will freak out and never let them anywhere back in the limelight.
Well, it's cancel culture.
Yeah, but then people die in cancel culture. Yeah, he like why did they just? I feel like they skipped him. Like they were like, oh, okay. I feel like we've tried our best. We could probably.
I mean, like it's just like people find stuff that people said like so many years ago, and they could be a completely different person by now. They find that and cancel them. I mean, like Logan has definitely said some dumb shit.
Oh yeah, see, I was a murderer years ago, but I'm not a murderer now.
I'm not anymore, so I'm all good.
I'm fine. Trust me.
Yeah.
We're all good now. It's been some time. I promise. No, didn't he like tase a mouse too or something?
Oh yeah, I remember that.
I don't know. I remember. I talked. There's someone in our grade. I'll tell you after. Or actually, I probably just message. Like he had diehard fans enough. Here, I'll message it in general. The name. He had diehard fans to the point where like you would ask them. Here, Chance, did you see that?
Yes.
Yeah, you would ask. I asked this person. I was like, she was a diehard fan. I was like, wow. I was like, wow. How do you feel like after this? Like, what are you gonna do? And I like looked up to him. She's like, well, like, it was like not that bad. I was like, what? This was like right after I was like, excuse me. No, like I get that you like looked up to him, but there's like some things where it's like like you don't just that is bad.
You just like look past stuff like that.
Yeah, that's like that's the biggest red flag of all time.
Yeah.
Okay, so Chance, I think I'm gonna bring it home with a topic that we spoke a little bit before, VTubers.
Oh.
I'm bringing it out. Let's go. This could be the last topic we're bringing home. So, VTubers are YouTubers and streamers who use usually an anime, but it's like a cartoon like character profile that is like tracked onto their body. So like you moved like to the left, and then like you almost like like memojis on like the iPhone. It's like that, but it's like a full body. Like you move to the left, and then like your character moves to the left. Like you can move your mouth. It does that. So like people do that like while they stream in YouTube instead of doing a face cam. So before we get into the controversy, Chance, do you think you would ever find yourself watching someone like that?
No.
Let
It's
me,
absolutely not.
let me hear the reasons. Let's list them.
Well, as an anime watcher myself,
Oh, yeah, you got an aficionado over here. Otherwise known as
a real big fan.
Got him. Got him. Okay.
It's just kind of like ruins the character for you.
Even
Because
if
like if you're watching, if you're like say somebody is Naruto and they do some like real cringy stuff, next time you watch Naruto, you're just gonna be like looking at, oh shit, somebody did some dumb.
well, let me throw this at you. A lot of people just make actually the avatar as themselves.
Yeah, I have seen those.
That, like,
Those are like decent. Like they could just like not want to show their actual face and just show a representation of what their face kind of looks like. But just when they use like other characters from other stuff, it just
I
makes
just
no
kind of
sense,
get
kind of.
thrown off by, like, I'm like, I honestly, like, you're free to do it. Like, I'm not saying anybody's
Yeah,
like,
of course.
whoever does it is wrong. I'm just saying, like,
Yeah,
I find it very distracting if I'm trying to watch something. I like honestly rather no cam, personally.
yeah,
It just feels like a lot of effort per se. I get how like you could be into it, but I just feel like it's like a touch where I'm like, it doesn't feel very personal. Like it just kind of messes with like the viewing experience, in my personal opinion.
yeah, kind of.
Although the one I have seen that I will get behind, have you ever seen on Twitch the Doge one?
Yeah,
I can get behind that one. That one's like, I feel like he's done it for a few years, but it's not like this guy who was like the
Yeah.
Doge face.
Doge face. My God. No.
Oh, that guy's actually funny. He looks like eerily like realish. I don't know why. And I definitely can get behind that, but even then, I couldn't watch. I didn't watch more than like 2 minutes of that stream. I was like, "What is going on?" Okay. So, moving on to the controversy. You know, if there is a controversy on Twitch, it has to be revolved around one person because that's just how Twitch works, and that's Pokemon. That's generally how Twitch works. So, as I have said before, I do not watch her very much. I know of her, but I do not watch her very much. So basically, she made one of these VTuber models of herself for her like no cam streams, and it looks like her. And then like so she's streaming with it and all of that. So then like the whole like VTuber community, which I didn't know was a thing, was like, hey, like we don't want you doing that.
Hey, stop that. That's illegal.
Hey, you stop right now. Like you can't do that. And I understand almost why they could think that, but you also can't say anything at the same time. What do you think about like a popular person adopting that?
I mean, like it's their choice, but like people can't just say like, "Oh, you can't do that because you're already popular."
I think it probably to like the VTuber community. I'm assuming there. Do you remember when like they started doing in the peak of Fortnite? Actually, a little after the peak, when like the news anchors started doing Fortnite dances.
Oh yeah, unfortunately.
Do you remember that dark time? I think there were a few.
Yeah. This is the guy, the
Backpack.
North Carolina guy.
Remember the Backpack Kid? He went on all these news shows too.
Yes.
I think it might feel a little bit almost like that, where like people like almost like look at something and you're like, wait, you're so, I don't think that's meant for you almost, which is like it is gatekeeping, but I could get their feeling. I just don't. I think that's like one of those things where you have to hold it in.
Yeah.
I like guess what? So like I go onto Twitter. I saw like the news and I was like, oh, I don't really care. Like this doesn't really concern me.
That doesn't really. I don't really care.
So then I'm like scrolling through Twitter and it's just like top 2 hashtags trending in like the US. Pokemon, VTuber. I'm like, are you guys making this big of a? I don't understand how a community could literally get together. to make it the number one trending on Twitter to freak out that much.
Yeah.
Oh my
Twitter
god.
is just,
Twitter is a force that can be used for good and evil.
it's just an interesting place, to say the least.
For example, Mark Rober was trending on Twitter the other day
Mark.
because a bunch of YouTubers tweeted it once because he didn't show up to something, which was very funny. But it's just one of those things where you're like, oh, okay, like,
Yeah.
I mean, I'm not gonna go farther into this because I don't want to be accused of simping in no September. So, I do. I don't. It wouldn't be my first choice, but she can do whatever she wants, I guess. She's made enough money at this point where she doesn't really have to care.
Yeah.
But yeah, I think I don't know. It's just one of those things. You're like, why are you making such a big fuss about this internet? Any closing remarks? I'll give it to you.
I don't think I have any for the most part, unless you want to hear my Snapple fact.
Sure. Maybe we can have a Snapple facts section of this podcast.
That's
Go for it.
Well, this is fact number 769. If a sheep and a goat mate, the offspring is called a jeep.
You heard it here, folks. A Jeep.
A jeep.
I think if I get the original outro right, it's been a while because we haven't done one. I think it goes. This has been YouTube with the boys. The boys talked about YouTube. That is all. And scene. Okay, we're good.
Scene.
Stop recording that.